Prince Harry's journey has been one of heart-wrenching decisions, sacrifices, and ultimately seeking peace away from the royal family. In a world that seems to expect so much from him, it's hard to comprehend just how much he has already given up. So has Meghan. Meghan has given a lot with this royal family. They are messy, they are nasty, they are vindictive. Prince William cannot seem to let Prince Harry live his life in peace. And this latest saga with Sentebale has his hand, the nasty hand, written all over it. Because at the end of the day, Harry will always be more successful than him, always be more diplomatic, always be more charismatic, always have a future, always trying to do better for other people. William has none of that, and that is why he's so lacking, and the envy is so great. Harry didn't just leave the UK. He left behind the monarchy, the expectations, and the life that many would never dare to walk away because obviously they love fame. But despite all of this, it still isn't enough for William, and for many people in Britain, many monarchies, it's still not enough. They want Harry to, I don't know what they want from him. And who is behind the constant attacks on Prince Harry? The answer lies in the power of the press, fueled by the royal family that has shown little support. Prince William, as the heir to the throne, has yet to publicly come out and say stop, because we know he will never, because he's the one who is behind it. He's a trigger. He's the person that is instigating a lot of this. So we know that he hides behind the press, letting others do the dirty work, like Jason Knauf. We know the men in grey suit. We know Simon Case. We know about this recent thing where they put Ian Rawlinson on the board of Sentebale. And I'm now hearing that she might not even have the authority to do that, because it's with the commission now. So what is going on? And when you listen to Dr. Chandauka, her interview is weird. What is it with Harry? Because she speaks highly of Harry, but yet still she's saying that bully, but yet still she's not saying it was Harry. So it is crazy, guys. What's even more staggering is that the media has continued to paint Harry as a villain in this entire saga. They blame him for everything: his departure from royal duties, his decision to protect his family, and even for wanting to live a life of peace. But let's not forget, Prince Harry didn't just leave for himself. He left for his wife and children, to give them the life he never had, free from the chaos of the royal spotlight. Let's talk about Meghan for a moment. This is a woman who entered this world with the hope of making a positive impact. She joined the royal family not for fame or fortune, but with the intention of doing good, supporting her husband, right? But from the moment she married Harry, she became the target of the media, constantly vilified by royalists and tabloids alike. What has she done wrong exactly? Nothing, guys. She's loved Harry, supported him, and together they have built a life for their children. Yet, somehow, all of this is twisted into a narrative of betrayal. Speaking of doing good, let's not forget the charity Harry has worked tirelessly for. Sentebale, it's big in the news right now, founded to help children and young people affected by HIV in Southern Africa. It's an organization close to Harry's heart. We know he formed it, he did everything. And despite all the work he has done, despite the lives he has touched, it seems that there are still people who want to tear it down. But why? Why go after someone who is clearly making a difference? Why attack an organization that has done so much good for so many? The answer, of course, lies in power, control, and the legacy of the royal family. Harry's departure and his dedication to causes outside of the monarchy threatened the established order, and some will stop at nothing to diminish his efforts.
I think William knows he does not measure up to his younger brother Harry, and that's why there's this one-sided competition. Harry is superior in moral strength, discernment, charisma, and work ethic. Even though William gets the crown, he still wanted Harry to be his tabloid shield and third wheel forever. And I think that's why William tries to destroy everything that Harry builds, from his family to the latest. The latest being Sentebale. Prince Harry and Prince Seso created this charity over 20 years ago. It was a pledge to remember the most vulnerable children and young people in the region of Lesotho in memory of their mothers. Sentebale means forget-me-not, which happened to be Princess Diana's favorite flower. This past week, the entire board stepped down in opposition to the chairperson, who you can see there in the small picture in the middle. When that board stepped down, one of William's buddies filled one of the seats. And now this chairperson is on the UK talk show circuit, spouting off anti-Sussex talking points and generally sounding like Kensington Palace hate campaign heyday when Simon Case was working for them, as well as Jason Knopf. Prince Harry and Prince Seso did step down in solidarity with the entire board, and it appears to me as though William is colonizing his own brother's work. But we know whatever William does, it will never diminish Harry, because at the end of the day, William is Charles' heir and Harry is Diana's heir in every single way. The past 20 years, it has been Harry carrying forward Princess Diana's legacy and speaking up and saying, no, my mother was not paranoid, even after, William called her paranoid. And it is Harry who is taking on the tabloid press that tormented his mother during her lifetime, while, by the way, William took a buyout. These two brothers could not be more different. From their choice of spouse to their leadership skills. Never understand how so much wealth and power to rule over a very diverse commonwealth would produce such a cruel and envious and petty and racist and greedy individual. It boggles the mind.
And let's talk about Dr. Chandauka, right? A woman who the press seem to be using, or she is using the press, right? Because of the mismanagement of Sentebale, what is going on. She's now trying to throw Harry and Meghan to the wolves, and it seems like she's trying to throw Meghan more to the wolves, even though Meghan has nothing to do with Sentebale. So this woman is delusional. She's confused because something is wrong, right? She seemed to be attacking Prince Harry on one hand, and on the other hand, she's saying Harry was a great person, he was a perfect person. Make up your mind, Sophie. Make up your mind about how you view Prince Harry and what has really been going on, because you lied and made it sound as if, oh, you just found out when Harry went public that he was resigning. But in fact, you received they asked you to resign from the 10th. So you have this information long before you know the trustee had lost confidence in you. And why not just step down? Why not resign? It was a voluntary position. Why did you fight to stay on unless something else is going on, right? So we want to understand, why isn't anybody asking her why she wants to stay there? What is going on? The silence is deafening. We know the UK press jump on everything that they feel is going to show Harry and Meghan in a bad light. But why? It's curious how certain individuals like Sophie can be shielded from the same media onslaught that Harry and Meghan face daily, right? Because where are the proper questions? What is going on? Even though, let's be fair, people are licking out against her, because you hear some people who maybe have podcasts, but not maybe the actual press, who is saying something is not adding up, it's not making sense, make it make sense,
talking about Dr. Sophie Chandauka.
But what she says actually doesn't quite stack up, because when Trevor Phillips, who knows, by the way, this impressive, otherwise Zimbabwean-born, MBE awarded lawyer, when he presses her on Harry personally, she suddenly goes, "Oh no, but he's fantastic." So there's a sort of disconnect and a lack of logic to what she's saying.
I mean, we should name her. We're talking about Dr. Sophie Chandauka, and she lives in New York, which seems to be a little odd for somebody who's heading a charity in Lesotho. And I, having watched the whole of that interview this morning, I felt that it was she that was coming across as the bullying one.
When it comes to protecting those close to the royal family, there seems to be a double standard, doesn't there? What is it that Prince Harry really wants? It's simple. He wants peace. He wants to protect his family, and most importantly, he wants to make the world a better place. Yet, despite all he has done, despite everything he has given up, it's still not enough. His every move is under a microscope, and attacks continue. Why, you ask? Because he dares to stand up for what he believes in, even when it means going against the very institution he was born into. But let's not forget what Prince Harry has accomplished since stepping away from the royal family. He has built a life of purpose, surrounded by those who love and support him. He has found joy in raising his children away from the harsh spotlight. And most importantly, he has maintained his integrity. It's a path that has not been easy, but it's been one of his own making. The message is clear. We stand with Prince Harry. We stand with Sentebale. We stand with anyone who dares to challenge the status quo for the greater good. And we won't let the media or royalists tear him down. It's time to ask tough questions. Why is the press so obsessed with destroying someone who has already given everything for his family and his causes? Why isn't anyone questioning those who are working behind the scenes to destroy the charity Harry has worked so hard to build? Now is the time to speak up, guys, to demand accountability, to stand with Prince Harry, and to support the incredible work he is doing for Sentebale, or with Sentebale. His journey is far from over, and with your support, he will continue to make a difference. So thank you guys for watching, and remember, Harry may have left it all behind, but he hasn't left us. He continues to fight for a better world, and we must continue to support him. Together, we can make sure that the work he has done, the difference he's making, doesn't go unnoticed. Yes, guys, we have to support Prince Harry because we see what is going on. The devil is trying, but he will not win, because at the end of the day, Harry will reclaim the helm of Sentebale because it is his charity. They founded it for a reason, to help children in Southern Africa with HIV/AIDS and other things, Lord, and other things that they are doing. They want to do good. They have been doing good for 20 years. This charity is doing great. And the one woman come in, and within a year and a half, it's all imploded. Something is going on. She does not make sense. Listen to her interview is not adding up. So bye, guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you never miss a beat. Bye.